Good evening. I'm Lance Lamont, and tonight is September 29th, Saturday night. Welcome to AdjusterCom and tonight's segment of Biography. My subject tonight is Michael McFadden. Michael McFadden is now the Vice President of Operations for Patriot National Insurance Company. He's been there for only 11 months. Patriot National recruited Michael to expand their West Coast operation. They wanted someone with a broad range of insurance in their background. Well, Michael McFadden is a 25-year veteran from Zenith Insurance Company. He started at Zenith Insurance Company as a clerical person in the file room. But he actually started his career in insurance at a previous company, Lumberman's Mutual, which was in the San Fernando Valley. And he was a clerical person, started in the file room. Tells me he used those circular alphabet things to put the mail in and index the mail, and then he delivered the mail to the claims adjusters. Well, just last October, he opened up an office in the San Fernando Valley and in Woodland Hills, but just on September 4th, he opened this brand new permanent office, which is on Burbank Boulevard in Woodland Hills. It's a large facility and only 17 people work there now, but it has space for 75 people. So Michael McFadden is planning on good growth and a good expansion for Patriot National Insurance Company. Well, okay, who's Patriot National Insurance? They are a monoline workers' compensation insurance carrier. They are only 9 years old, and their home office, their headquarters, is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So this office, of course, is brand new, only less than a month old, but they had a temporary headquarters. So they've been in California, Southern California, for just about a year, but they've been writing business and have been in California for 3 years. They have another branch office, which is in Rancho Cordova, and Carol Azarito is the claims manager there. Carol Azarito worked for Cambridge and then Exchanging. Remember when Exchanging bought Cambridge, and then Sedgwick bought Exchanging. So that's where Carol came from, and now she works for Patriot in Rancho Cordova. And throughout California right now there are only 43 claims people. That includes the supervisors, the examiners, and claims assistants, clerical people. Since Michael McFadden has been there, he's hired 10 people, and all the claims people directly report to him. So he's directly responsible for the claims people and hires the claims people, but he's involved with underwriting and with loss control, with safety, with all those departments, and he oversees them. So he's really at a high executive level, and he is starting this insurance company, the Woodland Hills office, from the ground up. So he's involved in building this company from the ground floor, which is very, very exciting for him. I remember Michael McFadden's father was Ed McFadden, and he was a very successful claims manager at a very young age. In fact, I met Ed McFadden, Michael's father, when I was 22 years old, a million years ago, when I went to Transport Indemnity one afternoon after work to pick up my friend Irene so we could go hit one of the local watering holes. And I met Ed, who was in the office as a claims manager, very young man at the time, probably 33, 35 years old. And so that's Michael's father. His mother, Ray McFadden, was an extremely successful workers' compensation claims adjuster, very high technical skills, very sought after in the industry, and I remember everyone telling me she was really good. So she worked at Zenith, and perhaps she had some influence in getting Michael a job there. Well, Michael McFadden is married, and he's been married for 22 years, and his wife's name is Renee, and they have 2 daughters. Ashley is 19 years old, Amy is 15 years old, and Michael says he loves to participate in their sports, whether it's soccer or volleyball. He loves to be involved in the sports of his 2 girls. I love it. Also, he himself loves sports. He loves to play golf, so he plays golf a lot with agents and brokers. Sounds typical. And he said he'll do any competitive sport, basketball, tennis, whatever. But he just recently had back surgery, so he tries not to overdo it. Michael actually started at Lumbermen's Mutual in 1985, right straight out of high school. And after the birth of his first daughter, he went to school at night. And he went to the University of Phoenix, and then eventually got his degree in business management in the year 2000. So that's how he did that. Right now, Michael tells me that the company, Patriot National, has over 2,600 open claims. That's between Rancho Cordova and Woodland Hills. So he oversees all the claims for California, and Carol Azarito, the claims manager in Rancho Cordova, reports to him. They write mostly small policy holders, small policy premiums, and middle market. So it's small companies and middle market companies, but they have a wide range of accounts now. And actually their niche is the agency and investor captive programs. There's 18 adjusters in California, and he just hired 3 new adjusters. They'll be starting in October, and he has 2 new lien specialists starting in October for the lien company. It's a separate company, and it's called Forza, and they have that company as separate. I think the person who was hired is a Zenith person, and her name is Lisa Meadows. Anyway, Michael says he brought a different staffing model to the table, and he improved the ratio of adjusters to claims assistants. And since he's been there, he has personally hired 10 new claims people. Another pretty interesting and awesome thing about Patriot National is that they provide lunch. You know the old expression, no free lunches? Well, Patriot National gives free lunches. What they do is they have a caterer that goes around the neighborhood to the known restaurants and places and picks up food and brings food in for all the employees. Well, this isn't a ploy to get people not to go out to lunch and to sit at their desk. It's just a perk. It's what Patriot National likes to do to make their employees feel comfortable and to feel warm and fuzzy and at home. So people go out to lunch. They can take their hour and go out, but they don't have to go out for food, which is great. They have anything that they want to pick from the selection inside the office. And as Michael says, whatever is left over, hey, you can have it for dinner. So that's really pretty impressive. So, okay, Michael McFadden, 26-year veteran, and 25 years from Zenith. He said something very complimentary about Zenith. He said, I owe a lot to them because through the years they trained me. They developed me. They spent a tremendous amount of money supporting my educational desires, and I have nothing but positive things to say about my experience with Zenith. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for the development that Zenith gave me. So that's biography for tonight. I thank you for watching. I'm Lance Lamont. This is Adjust Your Comm. Good night.